Hi, this is John at YACHTS.CO in Swansea, just here on the pontoons today to show you to this glorious Botnia Targa 32 that we have on Brokerage. It is a gorgeous sunny day, so let's flip the lens around and get started. Okay, so I've come up to the bow of her so you can get a feel for how striking and good looking actually a boat she really is. She's designed in that trawler style, explorer yacht style, that forward facing wheelhouse, forward leaning wheelhouse, nice big open forward cockpit, nice big aft cockpit on her as well, big old swim platform, and this massive rub rail all the way around, which is pretty typical of Targa. So you've got loads of protection on the hull there, big old swim platform there as well, access down onto the drives. All of the metalwork on her is done in this blackout style, so it all looks super sharp, and then you've got the woodwork there to make it look a little bit softer as well. Up on the bow she's got this gorgeous Lumar Delta anchor, stainless, which is offset just to starboard there, allowing them to put this walk-through section here so that you can put people ashore from the bow if you want to, which is quite a nice feature of her. She has got the grey hull, some of the grey topsides as well on her there as part of that. So we will just jump on board and have a quick look around the rest of her. So she has essentially two exterior cockpit spaces. She's got this aft cockpit here, which you might expect. Access through these lovely proper, everything on Targa is properly machined, and from Botnia everything feels very proper. So nice easy access down to a tender, loads of space there to store one if you wanted as well. Put some chocks, I would imagine, on that without too much trouble. Seats here, obviously access up onto the flybridge that she has. Helm seat to starboard, twin seat to port, cup holders, Raymarine Axiom there, which I think is the 12 off the top of my head looking at that. Zip weight control, autopilot control under there, and bow thruster, wheel clearly, and all the gubbins you need. Lovely view from up here as well. Yeah, really good view around her, so you can always see where you are. That's the Quantum 2 radar that she has fitted. She's got working deck light there as well, wind instrument, and that's your aft camera there as well. So we'll head on down. Being good and well behaved, I go backwards down it. We'll have a quick look in the tech spaces as we're back here. I'll just open that up. Obviously you've got a table that drops onto that there. So she has a whacking great big technical area back here on her. I'll open this side up as well. Excuse my sketches. Not the fanciest shoes, but they are exceptionally comfortable, as anybody who's ever owned a pair of Skechers will attest to. So really well insulated. That's where the table is stored. And then fundamentally we've got a pair of Volvo D4 320s down here. Spectacularly good access to them all around, which is nice to see. All of your technical stuff all really well wired in. Obviously from factory, and that's your Seakeeper there as well, in its own little zone. You'll notice, eagle-eyed, that both engines have warm water takeoffs from them, and that is because this one is feeding the calorifier, and this one feeds an auxiliary heating system for the cabin, so that you don't have to be running the Eberspacher if you're underway. You just take your heat off the engine that, of course, you're underway, so it's already running. Master volt inverters down there as well, just alongside the Seakeeper, so that's nice and easy to access. Yeah, really cool, really good technical space. Big fan of that. Big fan. Okay, let's get this down. There's your shower for when you've gone for your once a year dip in the UK. When you're feeling brave enough, take a shower there when you get back on. Both sides are pretty equal. You're nice and easy to just walk up the side and get yourself onto this forward deck here. Big old scuppers in her, see? Again, it's that sort of trawler ethos to her that she has. You have storage under all these seats. You have access to the chain locker through there. Some of this storage. That's your gas storage. That's just your table storage for the foredeck and also your space down there generally. Loads of space actually, to be fair to them. Everything feels, all the clasps and everything feel really proper job. So yeah, great looking boat from every angle. That's just the other side deck there. I'm going to take you back into the helm station and have a look around the inside of her. So obviously she's got port and starboard doors, which gets us in nice and easy. And then she's got this lovely elevated saloon. You can see windows, loads of visibility, and the particular owner, as I said up on the flybridge, has fitted a camera to her. So helm position really does have everything you'd want. I mean, it is very much an ethos of Botnia. Everything basically has a dedicated circuit switch. Everything has its own little area, so you can monitor everything as your average Botnia owner is going to want to do. So you've got your electronic battery isolators there. We had a look at those back in the engine bay. You can operate them manually. You've got a fusion radio there, some tank gauges there, your zip wakes on there, that seakeeper control panel, which will, I mean, that is a hugely valuable option on a boat like this. That is not to be sniffed at. That's your wind, speed and direction indicator. That's some engine gauges there. Down here you've got a holder for your phone. So that's a contactless, sorry, not contactless. That is a wireless charger. Contactless would be impressive, but it is wireless. That's your VHF radio there, which can either sit up there or it can clip into its little holder there. Now back in the engine bay, I was talking about the engine heating, which that's the control knob for there, so that can be used to heat the cabin. Apart from that, you've got really nice helm station. So massive Raymarine 16 RSX, I believe, which obviously can do all the usual things you would expect, including on this one. At the minute, I've got it set up as a split screen for the reversing camera there, so we can see the bow of the boat just behind us, the map there, and the radar there. But of course, we can go any combination of the above, basically. So let's go on to chart only. You can get a huge chart if you want, showing currently things like tide, or we can go on to, let's just go on to camera so you can see that. You can do your UAV off it, and I always wondered what the point in that would be, but I saw a fella, an American fella, who was launched his UAV off here, had it hovering just above his slip, as they call it in America, in the slip, and I can't do an American accent, and then was able to watch a top-down view of himself backing the boat in on his screen as he was going. So if you really want the extra help from a literal bird's eye view of where you are, you could launch your own UAV and feel completely like James Bond. Side power bow thruster there, traditional Volvo trim stuff there, Raymarine autopilot there, throttles, individual switches for absolutely everything, really nice. So yeah, really cool system. Manual handheld there as well, so that you can operate the searchlight manually if you want to. So everything on her is this proper wood finish. It just feels quality, every single thing about the boat. I mean, to be honest, it even smells nice. It's bizarre. It's hard to describe, but as soon as you come onto the boat, you feel a proper, like, yeah, it feels like it's a proper thing. It's not messing as a boat. This does tilt as well, I should point out. So just pull that there, and you can tilt that forward, or we can tilt it a bit more. So depending on where you're sitting or standing or whatnot, you can angle that whole bit of the dash forward, so that's quite nice. So underneath here we have our galley arrangement, which has, I believe, oh, wrong drawer, he says. There we go. The really nice little Targa, all with their own individual cutouts. And I think being Finnish, yes, some Targa branded shot glasses in there as well, along with some general tumblers and the like. So really cool. This whole section lifts up. There is storage in that hatch I've just lifted. Takes you down into the forward cabin, which is actually a surprisingly roomy cabin. You're only going to use it for sleeping in, you know, being realistic. There is headroom down there. We climb down there and I can stand up quite happily. It's got this forward hatch, so you can get nice ventilation down there, but it's a sleeping compartment. It's not a place you're going to spend weeks of your life. This comes down, so we've got storage in here as well for things. Super handy. You've got plug sockets as well, USB sockets, 12 volt, everything you could want. Table obviously flips up and will go up to the ceiling if you're not using it. Otherwise, the seat goes fore and aft. The upholstery is this blue sort of waffle effect, and it is a bit like me, really. It waffles, but it is gorgeous, actually. It's really cool. Oh, I'll tell you what I like. If I go under here, I think, yes, there we go. Now, under here, we have top of tanks, and the reason to show you that is look at how serious the engineering on that is. You know, there's no messing with that. Those are proper stainless tanks, proper, look at the weld on that pickup. Yeah, that is, and all accessible, right? So if you have a problem and you're at the helm and you think, oh dear, I need to shut down an engine rapido, then, and you can't get it to shut off, then you can literally turn the fuel cock off there. Your own brand doormat, of course. What self-respecting boat doesn't have its own brand doormat? More windows there that open to let you out. She has the curtain rails fitted, but she never had the curtains from the factory, so you'd have to just get some tang on there if it bothered you. Down here into this aft cabin, this is your main owner's bed, which is a nice island bed, and then you've got a tuck-in under here, which is a bed, but really is used as storage for the cushions. You've also got some technical bits here. That's the control panel for the master vault and the Eberspacher, so you don't have to go miles out of bed to turn the Eberspacher down if it gets a bit roasty in the evening. Oh, to complement the floor mat, she has her own bedding, she has her own washcloths. Yeah, she feels, and is, quite frankly, like a really serious boat. She's a proper boat. Yeah, come and see her. I mean, she is really nice. She's well worth looking at. We'll put a link to her in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, and then you can find out what other boats we have coming on as we get them. And I hope to hear from you soon.